I'm sure each of you saw videos like this, with an unknown substance restoring damaged clear coat as if it were magic. Honestly, it always looked fishy to me. Like, if you can reapply clear coat so easily, why would anyone in this world spend thousands on paint protection and restoration? I wasn't bothered about these videos. Who believes in them? Surrounding yourself with car enthusiasts creates an illusion that everyone knows at least the basics of detailing, but in reality, such people are a minority. It turned out that a lot of car owners thought it was a proper and innovative way to restore clear coat. So I decided to dig deeper and make this part of detailing world clearer for everyone. Eventually, I got trapped for a month in a wipe-on coatings rabbit hole that was filled with fake promises, disappointment, and, to my surprise, some forgotten gems. Get ready to learn about wipe-on clear coats, clear coat restorers, and coatings that are better than any coating you've ever seen before. Hold my beer, and let's talk detailing.
Welcome to Hold My Beer Detailing.
So, where should we start? A quick Google search for fishy product from China that transforms burned paint into factory new did not bring any results. So, I went into the comments section. After reading some crucial pieces of information there, I realized that our first suspect is wipe on clear coat. Factory clear coat is a mix of acrylic, polyester, and polyurethane resins that has to be sprayed over base coat and relies on chemical adhesion, while wipe-on clear coat is a urethane coating, which relies on mechanical adhesion, which allows it to be applied over factory paint, bare metal, rust, etc. One of the most popular brands in the US that offers wipe-on clear coats is Poppy's Patina and Grip Garage, which seems to be pretty much the same. It's a two-component coating that has to be premixed before applying on car, which eventually creates a solid clear coat. They provide SDS to each product they sell. Moreover, you can find a lot of reviews and application results on YouTube, which even look trustworthy and independent to me. So maybe this is the product we were looking for, and those videos are not so fishy. Let's see some promos from Poppy's Patina. Basically, the application steps are as so. Wash the paint with soap and scuff pad. If applying over peeling clear coat, remove any loose areas and wet sand the edges. Apply wax and grease remover. Once you mix the solution, you can apply it to your car. And look what amazing results we received. This looks magical like in those videos. And if this could revive such a wrecked paint, then fixing some swirls will be an easy task for this product. Again, greedy brands and detailers were hiding this product to sell you more ceramic coatings and take more money for polishing your car. Well, nothing is perfect in this world, my friend. And while there are some greedy brands or detailers, there is no magical detailing product that can heal all imperfections, especially so easily and for under 100 bucks. At least there are none yet. Wipe-on clear coats look great until you have a closer look and start getting into details. Even during application, you can see how uneven it levels on the paint, which is something you should expect from hand application. It levels itself, but not as you want it. Wipe-on clear coat is too thick, so if you try to level it by wiping like ceramic coating, you will just create an even bigger mess. So all you can do is just wait and hope it will fix itself. Spoiler: it won't. Wipe-on clear coat creates a thick layer on top of your paint that dries pretty quickly. It takes only 15 seconds to dry enough to be not recommended for rewipe. So if you make big overlapping passes, you will get huge bumps and strokes. Many owners who used it recommend a wet sanding and polishing after complete drying of the first layer. Some even apply a second layer. However, even this may not provide a perfect finish due to the application method's drawbacks. It's like expecting a professional level finish after painting your car with a brush. This man even had to reapply it again with a spray gun to make it look better and more even. Keep in mind that all the dust and lint from your applicator might get caked into the wipe-on clear coat or any other coating you apply outside if you aren't careful enough. I guess what you want to know is how long such a clear coat will last. This is another problem, as I haven't found any proper examples. Mostly people film how they apply it and share their experience, but no 2 or 5 year reviews. Poppy's Patina claims it can last years, and theoretically it can, as urethane creates a strong mechanical bond. But in my opinion, it really depends on what surface it bonds to, as if you will apply it on rough sanded paint, it will last longer than applied on smooth clear coat. Is anything wrong with the product itself? No, it's just the result of low-quality prep and application. On the other hand, applying it in a paint booth with sanding and using a spray gun will make the costs close to a proper repaint of damaged areas. So I think that brands like Poppy's Patina had to downgrade the recommended level of prep and application to make it more affordable to everyone and sell it just for old cars with already ruined paint, as you won't be upset or angry about low finish quality on some rat rod when the only alternative to this is a full repaint for at least a few grand. Poppy's Patina is a great option for rat rods or budget restorations, and I appreciate them for selling this product as a specific coating for creating patina on the old cars, not as some miracle for fixing paint swirls on modern cars. But such miracles are exactly what we are looking for. so such wipe-on clear coats are definitely not our suspect. So it's time to move on.
The #1 car coating in the world.
I think I already heard it somewhere. During my research, I met several brands that were not selling some specifically named product like wipe-on clear coat or ceramic coating. It was just the best coating. I will take as an example one brand that has at least some audience. The brand is called
Rocklear, the #1 car coating in the world.
To understand what type of coating they sell, I went to their frequently asked questions. But even now, I'm having a hard time realizing what this product is. Moreover, it even seems like the brand themselves doesn't clearly know what their product is. Checking their website will lead you to a bunch of incredible properties of this coating, like 75 times stronger than any other coating, actual scratch resistance, zero maintenance. Should we trust such bold claims? Well, I'm sure car enthusiasts will share their opinions in the comments below. Unfortunately, there are no much info, no public SDS or independent reviews about the product, just several debates on forums and videos from Rocklear themselves or their installers. The only negative video I saw was from the channel called Jesus is Judging You. So you understood it's kind of hard to trust any of these sources. It's just words against words. Moreover, both can be paid or biased. None of the information I found made me confident about this product, or at least gave me some proper understanding of what it is. Another way to find out is to test it on my lovely car, but she refused it. Moreover, application costs starts at $2,200 US. I'm sorry, but I can't afford throwing away so much money on testing unknown product. The coating is not available for purchase and can be applied only by the installer. I haven't found any application info on their website, but hopefully one of their installers made a video about installation process. So they start with a car wash, which includes 2-bucket hand wash. Then goes a decon using coarse clay bar. Next step is a heavy cut compounding, and once it's done goes masking tape. Final step is hand application of Rocklear. There was no leveling, buffing, or polishing after coating application, or at least it hasn't been displayed. My only guess is that this coating might be some variation of wipe on clear coat, which they allow to apply only by professionals to get some better finish. The reason I think so is this video, where they show a dried piece of coating, which acts like some resin, I assume polyurethane. I have mixed feelings about this product as I also cannot understand one thing. If a 40-micron coating can self-level itself after such a basic preparation, why it's not available for DIY application? So I have to overpay for self-leveling and ease of application, but this features will be used by an installer. Too many questions for $2,200. This is definitely not a suspect of our investigation, as the price is too high and product is not available for DIYers. We need to dig deeper. This one is my favorite. Self-healing coatings have been around for nearly 10 years, and as you might guess, the main feature of such coatings is self-healing. They create a thin layer on top of your clear coat that can heal minor swirls after being activated by heat. Sounds incredible, right? Having a coating that can heal itself means your car will be perfect 24/7. Unfortunately, advertisements are created to sell you something, not to tell you the real things. If you search for information about such coatings, you will most probably meet Feynlab, which looks like a legit detailing brand offering various products, and even provides private labeling services. Recently, they collaborated with the House of Rags and released a ceramic coating called Odin. This is another proof that it's not some no-name company. You can even find an SDS for their self-healing products. We can already appreciate them for this. Moreover, they claim to be the inventors of self-healing and ceramic coatings. I'm sure we don't even have to check that, right? Feynlab offers 2 types of coatings. It's Heal Light and Heal Plus. Both share the same self-healing technology, which is based on ceramic coating with memory polymers that can recover to their original state when heated. Because of that, it is similar to ceramic coating prep and application. Self-Heal Plus consists of several steps and applies in multiple layers. On top of your clear coat, it provides up to 10 microns of thickness. Feynlab offers their self-healing coatings only with certified installation. You cannot get one for DIY application. Installed price for Self-Heal Light starting at $1,299 and Self-Heal Plus starting at $2,499, depending on the amount of paint correction required. I haven't found a lot of independent reviews. Most of them were from Feynlab themselves or their installers, but self-healing is well demonstrated on promo videos. Another self-healing coating brand you might find is Revivify, which is trying to spread its products around the world. Following their brand info, Revivify is one of the oldest and most respected vehicle protection products in the world, dating back almost 30 years. Did I forget to mention that the science of Revivify is taking the American vehicle protection category by storm? Unfortunately, here we have opposite situation to the previous brand, as Revivify provides no SDS. However, this is not a ceramic coating. They state their coating is superior to nanoceramic and is on the next stage of paint protection evolution. To be more exact, they sell highest quality shine, gloss, and depth all-surface self-healing protective coating. Now to the main advantage of this coating. Unlike ceramic coatings, Revivify silicone-based technology rejects rock chips and surface scratches. All this with additional self-healing technology that lasts. Doesn't it sound amazing? Absolutely. As I said previously, I don't like chemistry, and I'm not strong at it, but aren't ceramic coatings silicon-based too? Alright, never mind. I'm not a chemist, so let's just keep going. I'm surprised I haven't noticed the most respected vehicle protection product in the world for nearly 3 years of creating car care content. Taking a look at some of their promo materials made me confused as they literally contradict each other. They claim their coatings to be scratch resistant, and resistance, in their opinion, means that you can remove minor scratches with light polishing. At the same time, they claim self-healing properties that can self-repair scratches or surface damage. So, should you fix the scratches with polishing, or will they heal themselves under heat? What I've noticed is that they really love to rival themselves with PPF. Guess who wins all the time? In terms of application, Revivify, Prep, and application are identical to ceramic coatings, but it can be applied only by an installer. Installation costs, however, can be tricky, as you cannot find any recommended price on their website. One installer offers to apply their coatings starting at $600 up to $3,500, and it's without paint correction. Not the cheapest paint protection option, I would say. Now let's see the work of self-healing properties, basically the main selling point of this coating, and as you can see, it works great as promised. So let's get back to where we started with self-healing coatings. Why are they my favorite in this investigation? The reason I love them so much is that I found a great test made by an unfairly underrated channel where they compared self-healing ceramic coating with ceramic coating without self-healing properties, and also with ceramic detail spray, and even unprotected clear coat. And guess what? Each contestant was able to self-heal after heating, even unprotected clear coat. Now ask yourself if it's worth making your decision relying on self-healing properties, or are there some more important things to consider? I shared some useful links in the description, including this test, so you can have a look. Alright, I guess we can move on with our investigation as these coatings do not fit our criteria, but self-healing coating became an important link to our next suspect. Now, I wasn't expecting to see this brand during my research, but our next suspect is Optimum with their Clear Coat Restorer. It's an interesting case, as Optimum is a truly respected brand, but this product looks mysterious to me. It was announced during SEMA 2018, was launched in 2019, and gathered a lot of attention. People on forums were very excited and predicted this product to be the next game changer. But then it suddenly disappeared like it never existed. No more feedback, no reviews, and the product is unavailable for purchase. But let's get into details, as this suspect may be the one we were looking for. Let's start with the main features that were announced at SEMA 2018. So the product is a wipe-on clear coat that was made only for clear coat restoration. It's not recommended for chipped or failed clear coats. It's a DIY coating that you apply with an included towel. It becomes dry to the touch in 5 minutes and is ready for drive out in 1 hour. What is also important is that it has self-leveling features. Here you can see the application steps. Surface should be clean, decontaminated, and compounded. The application itself is similar to wipe-on clear coat, but more detailed. And as you can see the results from the promo, everything is perfect. So why then it disappear so fast? Honestly, I haven't found any official announcement about the discontinuation of this restore. Moreover, for some reason, in November 2023, Optimum posted a video on their YouTube channel about Clear Coat Restore, but it was out of stock way before that. So we have a situation where reviews are saying it's a cool product, people are commenting about how glad they would be to purchase this product, but Optimum doesn't sell it. Now it's time to make guesses based on the research I did. Going through various forums and chats, I've found one discussion on Optimum forum about discontinuation of some products during the 2020 pandemic crisis, but there was nothing about the Clear Coat Restore. So our first guess is financial difficulties during 2020 or troubles with the supply of some ingredients. However, this reason wasn't good enough for me, as my main concern was real-life results of applying this coating. And even though there was little to no info about that, I found one which looked independent to me. It was a video from Mike Magic's channel, where he restored a client's Mustang clear coat using Optimum's product. Eventually, he enjoyed the product, but the finish wasn't perfect. You can still see some deep scratches underneath this coating. Unfortunately, video quality is low, so we can't see the results properly. He also applied it to his own Mustang before this video, and came out with some streaks, as he did not follow the instructions properly. So the bottom line of his experience working with it is that Optimum Clear Coat Restore requires a lot of practice for proper application, and it's not really a DIY product. I was looking to contact Mike to find out how long this coating lasted on his car, but to my regret I found out that he passed away this autumn. My condolences to his family. I'm leaving a link to Mike's channel so you can check it out and maybe find some useful info for yourself. I guess he would be glad if his videos could help more people like they did with my investigation. Optimum Clear Coat Restore is a regular wipe-on clear coat, maybe with some formula improvements. While all the other wipe-on clear coats were sold as two-component, Optimum created a way to deliver it pre-mixed in a metal bottle with special coating from the inside, and provided higher quality instructions for better results of application. In my opinion, the reason it was discontinued is the overall complexity of this product for DIY application. The level of prep, safety precautions, and difficulty of application was too much for people who usually don't even read instructions before using something. All these led to low-quality results, streaking, and the failure of the coating. It's a pretty thick coating, one layer is around 20 microns, and applying it by hand outside the paint booth won't help reach perfect results either. Most probably, they decided to discontinue the clear coat restorer to avoid reputation losses. At this point, I thought that my investigation had reached a dead end. But before grabbing my beer back, I started scrolling through videos to help forget my failure. And suddenly I saw this. This is exactly what we were looking for. Shiny car stuff is advertised as one of those wipe-on miracles that can make your paint new again in one wipe. It looks like all you need is to purchase their product for $55 and wipe it on, so all your troubles disappear. Is it so? Shiny car stuff is a hand-applied, high-gloss, self-leveling coating. It meant to restore the shine of clear coat, trim, and headlights. The way it is advertised is pretty common for such coatings. You can see over-swirled and over-scratched clear coats being restored in one wipe like magic. There's not much info on their website about what the product is. However, despite promo videos, if you check instructions, you will find that it still requires some prep, suitable environmental conditions, and even gloves and a mask. Hopefully they have plenty of videos where we can find that they call it a wipe-on clear coat, which consists of resins and solvents, which doesn't tell us a lot, as pretty much any other wipe-on coating, including ceramic coating, consists of resins and solvents. It has 48-hour cure time and provides around 3 to 5 microns of thickness, but it can be applied in layers, so not sure if this video displays the thickness of one layer of coating or if it was multi-layered. Based on shiny car stuff, this coating will last 1 to 2 years. Having this information means we are not dealing with a classic wipe-on clear coat, as thickness and lasting are much closer to budget ceramic coatings. However, unlike ceramic coating, it has a brownish color and should be poured on the applicator generously. So it's not a clear coat, it's not a classic ceramic coating, so what is it? I would be glad to tell you plenty of stuff about this product, but as usual, there are just a tiny bits of information. I couldn't find any trusted reviews. The only feedback I found was a Reddit post saying this product smells and looks like wood polish, but it was just a text, not trustworthy enough. The same with some reviews on Amazon. An unknown ingredient list and lack of information make it difficult to evaluate the product. So we need to make our decisions using a different way, using logic and common sense. I think that looking at the way this coating deals with swirls means it has some fillers in its compound, but no matter how good the fillers are, they can mask only minor swirls and only temporarily. Such swirls can be easily removed by polishing, and you will lose maybe around 1 micron of clear coat. Considering this, if I were you and have been looking for some coating, I would do a light polishing and apply a consumer-level ceramic coating. This might be a bit pricier, but it will make your paint look much shinier, provide decent chemical resistance, and will last much longer. So now you may think it's all over and we've found our suspect. Funny. I'm not so sure about that, as I also found this. At first, I thought it was the same as shiny car stuff, but from China, however, this liquid is transparent, so it might have different compound. Following the video, it's a methyl polyester and Teflon coating. As usual, it promises paint improvement by covering swirls and scratches, great shine, and beading effect. All this with a 3-year durability. Such miracles must cost a fortune. A quick tour to Alibaba and we see several options like this for around $30 for a bottle. Let's learn more. So it's a self-leveling, 5 to 10 micron coating. Its core technology is well protected, whatever that means. Its type is wax, product name is waterless wash, and features stain resistance. Maybe it's translation issues, but sounds weird. It also mentioned it has an MSDS certificate, but I couldn't find it anywhere. One more thing that I cannot skip and depreciate is the instructions and precautions for this product. It's saying you can't use your car for 12 hours after application, no water in 3 days, and no car wash in 2 weeks. The application is a bit more complicated than in the videos, where it's applied to a dirty car. Here, step 1 is washing and drying. Step 2 requires indoor application only, which I haven't seen on videos. Step 3 is spraying the surface with degreaser, and that's it. The presentation is over. Apparently, they forgot about step 4, but I guess it's the application of the product. Searching for some trustworthy reviews was pretty naive, as the only ones I found were on the same page, and big surprise, all of them were positive. It could be about quality of deliveries, not the product, but thank God one had photos after application. Here you can see the finish a guy received after applying it without prep, but he seems to be satisfied as he left a 5-star review. It's really hard to make decisions about the product, but it's the only one we had, so considering the results I saw and how hard the removal may be, I wouldn't use that on my car. Another problem is the purchase and delivery. It can be ordered only from Alibaba and apparently from some WhatsApp number, so it's all at your own risk. To summarize, first, I want to share a few thoughts with those who are thinking about trying some unique coating. If you heard about some type of coating for the first time, it doesn't mean it's something innovative, and you're going to pioneer new technologies. Nearly all the brands or product types I talked about today are at least 5 to 10 years old. Keep in mind that some can just rename the brand, so if something is on the market for 10 years and detailing enthusiasts are still not using it massively, it's for a reason. People are waiting here for some innovative products before they are even released. So do you think they will miss some coating that is cheaper and superior to ceramic coating? I doubt that. Nearly every year, several new companies are trying to sell some unique, innovative, best-in-the-world coatings, giving the boldest promises but fading shortly without trustworthy proof of their claims. The second is a question to professional detailers who become installers of some new, unknown coatings. Is it worth risking your reputation for some potential extra cash? I won't believe that a person who knows how to make paint correction, knows how clear coat and ceramic coatings are working, would believe that there can be some hand-applied coating that will stop bullets or provide other unbelievable features. I guess the biggest problem here is not the wipe-on coatings themselves, but the way they are sold. It's a product for paint shops, not a detailing product, at least in its current form. The idea of gaining clear coat instead of cutting it is very tempting, but unfortunately, for now, polishing is the only reasonable way to remove swirls. So, what do I think about wipe-on coatings after this investigation? Well, we've found our suspects and gone through most wipe-on coating types. I hope that now this topic has become at least a little bit clearer for you. Would I apply them to my car? At this moment, there is no hand-applied coating that will recover your clear coat, mask swirls, self-level itself properly, and last long enough. At least I haven't found one with legitimate proof of such properties. I care about my car's finish and how it looks, so I would not try such coatings and stick to wax. If you have an old or project car that has paint condition called only repaint will help, then playing around with some cheap coatings may be an option if you have no money for the repaint. For all the rest, keep it classic with waxing or ceramic coating. Talk to enthusiasts before trying something new and unknown. This is the reason we have all these communities. Take care of your cars and have a lovely detailing, folks.